All right, let's get started. Page 10. Homage the Sublime One, the Worthy One, the Fully Enlightened One. Homage the Sublime One, the Worthy One, the Fully Enlightened One. Homage the Sublime One, the Worthy One, the Fully Enlightened One. I go to the Buddha for refuge. I go to the Dhamma for refuge. I go to the Sangha for refuge. A second time I go to the Buddha for refuge. A second time I go to the Dhamma for refuge. A second time I go to the Sangha for refuge. A third time I go to the Buddha for refuge. A third time I go to the Dhamma for refuge. A third time I go to the Sangha for refuge. The 3 refuges are complete. Good morning, Jayantha. I undertake the training rule to abstain from taking life. I undertake the training rule to abstain from taking what is not given. I undertake the training rule to abstain from sensual misconduct. I undertake the training rule to abstain from false speech. I undertake the training rule to abstain from intoxicating drinks and drugs causing heedlessness. Having well undertaken and kept the 5 precepts together with the 3 refuges, one should strive on with diligence. With morality, good rebirth is gained. With morality, wealth is achieved. With morality, perfect peace is attained. Therefore, morality should be purified. Page 24. Homage to the Sublime One, the Worthy One, the Fully Enlightened One. Homage to the Sublime One, the Worthy One, the Fully Enlightened One. Homage to the Sublime One, the Worthy One, the Fully Enlightened One. Such indeed is the Sublime One, worthy, perfectly enlightened, perfect in true knowledge and conduct, well gone, knower of the world, supreme trainer of persons to be tamed, teacher of gods and humans, enlightened and exalted. Well expounded is the Dhamma by the Sublime One, directly visible, unaffected by time, calling one to come and see, leading onwards to be realized by the wise. The order of the Sublime One's disciples is practicing well. The order of the Sublime One's disciples is of upright conduct. The order of the Sublime One's disciples has entered the right path. The order of the Sublime One's disciples is practicing correctly. That is, the 4 pairs of persons, the 8 kinds of individuals. This order of the Sublime One's disciples is worthy of offerings and hospitality, worthy of gifts and salutation, supreme field of merit for the world. The Buddha, well purified with ocean-like compassion, possessed of the eye of knowledge, completely purified, destroyer of the evils and corruptions of the world, I revere that Buddha with devotion. Homage to you, so nobly bred, homage to you amongst men supreme, peerless are you in all the world, may all homage be given to you. Morning, Gregory, welcome. It teaches Dhamma like a lamp, divided into path, fruition, and the deathless, both itself transcendent and showing the way to that goal. I revere that Dhamma with devotion. Thoroughly understanding the Dhamma and freed from longing through insight, the wise one who is rid of all desire is calm as a pool unstirred by wind. Those to whom the Dhamma is clear are not led into other doctrines. Perfectly enlightened with perfect knowledge, they walk evenly over the uneven. Of all the medicines in the world, manifold and various, there is none like the medicine of Dhamma. Therefore, O monks, drink of this. Having drunk this Dhamma medicine, you will be ageless and beyond death. Having developed and seen the truth, you will be quenched, free from craving. The Sangha called to feel better than the best, who have seen peace, awakening after the Buddha's good way, who have abandoned attachment to noble ones the wise. I revere that Sangha with devotion. Happy is the arising of the Buddhas. Happy is the teaching of the true Dhamma. Happy is the unity of the Sangha. Happy is the discipline of the united ones. They go to many a refuge, those who have been struck by fear. They go to the mountains and forests, to parks and trees and shrines. But none of these is a secure refuge. None is the refuge supreme. Not by relying on such a refuge can one be freed from all suffering. But one who has gone for refuge to the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha sees with perfect wisdom the 4 noble truths: suffering, the arising of suffering, the transcending of suffering, and the Noble Eightfold Path that leads to suffering's final end. This is the refuge that is secure. This is the refuge that is supreme. By relying on such a refuge as this, one is released from all suffering. By this practice of Dhamma in accord with the Dhamma, I respect the Buddha. By this practice of Dhamma in accord with the Dhamma, I respect the Dhamma. By this practice of Dhamma in accord with the Dhamma, I respect the Sangha. All actions are led by the mind. Mind is their master, mind is their maker. Actors speak with a defiled state of mind, and suffering follows, as the cartwheel follows the foot of the ox. All actions are led by the mind. Mind is their master, mind is their maker. Actors speak with a pure state of mind. Then happiness follows, as your shadow follows you without departing. Impermanent are all conditioned things, affected by rising and falling away. Having arisen, they then must cease. Blissful is it when they subside. Abstaining from all evil, doing what is good, cleansing one's mind. This is the teaching of all the Buddhas. Patience is the highest practice. Nibbana is supreme, say the Buddhas. Mendicant does not harm others, directly suppresses no one. not insulting, not harming, restrained according to the moral code, moderating in food, dwelling in solitude, engaging in higher mental development. This is the teaching of all the Buddhas. By the blessings that have arisen from my practice, may my venerable preceptors and teachers who have helped me, mother, father, and relatives, male and female rulers, worldly powers, virtuous human beings, the higher beings, demons, and high gods, the guardian deities of the world, celestial beings, the Lord of death, friendly people, indifferent and hostile, may all beings be well. May the skillful deeds done by me bring you threefold bliss. May this quickly bring you to the deathless. By means of this meritorious deed and through this aspiration, may I quickly attain the cutting off of craving and clinging. Whatever faults I have until I am liberated, may they quickly perish. Wherever I am born, may there be an upright mind, mindfulness and wisdom, austerity and vigor. May no harmful influences weaken my efforts. The Buddha is the unsurpassed protector. Dhamma is the supreme protection. Peerless is the silent Buddha. The Sangha is my true refuge. By the power of these exalted ones may I rise above all defilements. By means of this meritorious deed, may I never join with the foolish. May I join always with the wise until the time I attain Nibbana. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear-struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be. From the highest realm of existence to the lowest, may all beings arisen in these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Secondary chanting, page 129. Jivha bhikkhave aditta, rasa aditta, jivha vinyanang adittang, jivha sampasso aditto, yadidang jivha sampassa paccaya upajjati, vedyatang sukkang va dukkang sukkang va tang pi adittang, kena adittang ragagina dosagina moagina adittang, Jatiya jaraya maranena sokkehi paridevehi dukkehi domanasehi upayasehi adittanti vadami. Kayo bhikkave aditto potabba aditta kaya vinyanang adittang kaya sampasso aditto Yadidang kaya sampassa paccaya upajjati vedyatang sukkang va dukkang sukkang va tang pi adittang kena adittang ragagina dosagina moagina adittang jatiya jaraya maranena sokkehi paridevehi dukkehi domanasehi upayasehi adittanti vadami. Mano bhikkave aditto dhamma aditta mano vinyanang adittang mano sampasso aditto yadidang mano sampassa paccaya upajjati vedyatang sukkang va dukkang sukkang va tang pi adittang kena adittang ragagina dosagina moagina adittang Jatiya jaraya maranena sokkehi paridevehi dukkehi domanasehi upayasehi adittanti vadami evang passang bhikkave sutava ariyasavako chakusming pi nabinditi rupesu pi nabinditi nabindati chakku sampasse pi nabindati yaridang chakku sampassa paccaya upajjati vedyatang sukkang va dukkang sukkang va tang tasming pi nabindati evang passang bhikkave suttava aryasavako sotasming pi nabindati sadesu pi nabindati sota vinyane pi nabindati sota sampasse pi nabindati yaridang sota sampassa paccaya upajjati vedyatang sukkang va dukkang sukkang va tasming pi nabindati. All right, English. The tongue, bhikkhus, is on fire. Tastes are on fire. Tongue consciousness is on fire. Tongue contact is on fire. And whatever sensation, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, which originates in dependence on tongue contact, that also is on fire. And with what are these on fire? With the fire of passion, I say, the fire of hatred, the fire of delusion. With birth, old age, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair, they are on fire. The body, bhikkhus, is on fire. Touch is on fire. Body consciousness is on fire. Body contact is on fire. And whatever sensation, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, which originates in dependence on body contact, that also is on fire. And with what are these on fire? With the fire of passion, I say, the fire of hatred, the fire of delusion. With birth, old age, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair, they are on fire. The mind, bhikkhus, is on fire. Mental objects are on fire. Mind consciousness is on fire. Mind contact is on fire. And whatever sensation, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, which originates in dependence on mind contact, that also is on fire. And with what are these on fire? With the fire of passion, I say, the fire of hatred, the fire of delusion. With birth, old age, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair, they are on fire. Perceiving this, bhikkhus, the learned noble disciple becomes disenchanted with the eye, with forms, with eye consciousness, with eye contact, and whatever sensation, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, which originates in dependence on eye contact. With that he becomes disenchanted. Perceiving this, bhikkhus, the learned and noble disciple becomes disenchanted with the ear, with sound, with ear consciousness, with ear contact, and whatever sensation, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, which originates in dependence on ear contact. With that also he becomes disenchanted. All right. So let us finish out the book on page 270. Apakate manusesu ye jana paragamino atayang itara pajjatirang eva nudavati. Few amongst humankind are those who go beyond, yet there are many folk ever wandering on this shore. Ye chako sammadakate dhamme dhammanuvattino te jana parang esanti machudeyang suduttarang. Wherever Dhamma is well taught, those who train in line with it are ones who will cross over the realms of death so hard to flee. Kanang dhammang vipahaya sukhang bhaveta pandito okanokang agama viveke yata duramang tatra bhiratimang ichcheya hitva kameya kinchano. Abandoning the darker states, the wise pursue the bright. From the flood's dry land they reach living, withdrawn so hard to do. Such a rare delight as one should desire, sense pleasures cast away, not having anything. Hello, friends. So we have this wonderful, very famous imagery of the shore and going beyond the shore. And very few people even attempt to kind of dip a toe in the water. Right? And even fewer than that grab a raft and start trying to paddle across. And even fewer reach to the other side. Where another famous simile, the Buddha says, when one reaches the other side of a stream, they don't pick up the raft and take it with them on land on the other side. No, they leave the raft where it was. They don't need it anymore. And so the Buddha says this is how a being has gone beyond good and evil, beyond merit and demerit, and they are not attached even to the teaching, even to the Dhamma, even to the path. They're not attached to that anymore. They're done. So this is kind of the state of beings in the world, isn't it? It's people kind of running up and down the shore, doing whatever. People are born and they try to figure out the best way to live life, and that doesn't always mean the most skillful way, and people bump against each other, cause each other harm, and just kind of like a bunch of ignorant chickens running around bouncing into each other and pecking each other and doing all kinds of stuff. That's the normal state. But when people start to develop a little wisdom and develop a little disenchantment for the normal state, then they want to seek something beyond. They want to seek something greater. And so they go and they search, just like the Buddha did. The Buddha had many different teachers and tried different techniques and different things. And then some of those people who are searching find the path, and they get the raft out and they start crossing the stream. That's how it goes. All right, friends. Well, Sukhi Hotu, may you be happy and at ease. Practice well and be well, and may you have a spiritually successful and peaceful practice until we meet again, which, if I'm alive, should be tomorrow morning for another morning monastery experience. So have a good day.